I probably a day or two before being rushed to hospital, tried to get out of bed, couldn't, got back into bed. My partner came upstairs and she actually physically said, "You look like you're dying." There was just no colour to me. She took a photo, showed it to me. And then what ended up happening next, she rang the ambulance. They said to go and get a defib machine, put that on, check that, because the ambulance was on its way. And then by the time they got there, they knew straight away that something was pretty bad, and they just instantly knew that there was a perforated ulcer. Rushed me to hospital, and then basically after that they sort of said, "We've fixed the ulcer," after having doing it laparoscopically. But yeah, the bad news is the reason the ulcer is there is due to cancer and stomach cancer. So that's sort of how we found out. It's 4 rounds of chemo beforehand. Yeah. Then you have a stand down period to allow the body to recoup, and then the operation, and then again small stand down period, which I think was about between 3 and 5 weeks, somewhere around there, and then another 4 rounds of chemo. Yeah, yeah, wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I've never been afraid of, getting up and getting out and doing things, but I thought, get the shirt off, show some of the photos, laying in the, in the fetal position in the bathroom. Yeah, it was hard, but I was happy that everybody else got to see what it was like. So that was awkward because I don't drink, don't smoke, and can't understand why the hell I got cancer then. So giving up the drinking was not really one of the options. At the time, I was meant to be eating anything and everything. It didn't matter what I was eating because I was losing so much weight. It was somewhere between 20 to 20 kgs I'd lost. And then I think maybe they added another one, which I think was the not sitting on a couch. So I decided to take that one on board. And when you sort of lose 20 odd kgs and some of it around your bum, sitting on the floor was, it sounds easy, but I was explaining to Liam earlier on, it's like it actually wasn't. It was quite a struggle because I definitely made every attempt. There was no cheating involved. I sat on the hard floor for that entire month, and yeah, so it sounds, maybe people might look at this video and go, "Oh, is that it? Try it, see how you get on." The phone calls, saying about how well we'd done, and the pushing to keep going, things like that was, it was good. It was, there was definitely quite a sort of a little bit of a close-knit team that kept tabs on how you were doing and keeping you up to date. And I found the actual website itself was quite neat. It was easy to use. It was easy to donate. So those sides of things were definitely a plus. So the ground project, obviously when they found out that I was doing it, they said, let's get on board and support Jace. And then that turned into, we're actually going to have our own one as well. So it was sort of like, it morphed into a whole lot of people at the gym doing their own thing, giving up all sorts of different bits and pieces. And we had a few events where you had to do a certain amount of exercises. They actually named one of the exercises after me. They called it the Hori because my last name is Horan. So yeah, it was really neat to see the amount of the support that came from the boys and girls at the gym. So yeah, and I think they raised maybe just under $3,000, somewhere around there. So in total, I think we raised maybe somewhere between $7,000 and $8,000. Some of the other things that people had to give up, it's interesting to see that it's had a bit of a knock-on effect where certain people have decided to give up sugar for that month, and it's actually flowed on into something sustainable throughout their life, which I think is pretty incredible. The boys at at Ground Project. Yep, they're definitely going to get on board. Toby, the owner of the gym, he's definitely going to ramp that up, and we're going to look at other ways to sort of try to encourage more of the people that are in the gym to be involved. Maybe even set up challenges or something to that effect with other CrossFit gyms, because it's very, you're wanting to compete. It's a very healthy form of competing, and if it's for a cause, something as important as gut cancer, then why not? Yeah, probably sugar, and it'll be a battle and a half. Yeah, chemo will seem like a walk in the park with me giving up sugar, I'm thinking.